Hi. This semester, Jess and I will be sharing several devotionals throughout the weeks in order to keep us going and help us to feel encouraged in the midst of the strange time that we all find ourselves navigating. So to begin, I'd like to share with you a story. They came to Jericho. As he and his disciples and a large crowd were leaving Jericho, Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus, a blind beggar, was sitting by the roadside. When he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout and say, "Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me." Many sternly ordered him to be quiet, but he cried out even more loudly, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus stood still and said, "Call him here." And they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take heart, get up, he is calling you." So throwing off his cloak, he sprang up and came to Jesus. Then Jesus said to him, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man said to him, "My teacher, let me see again." Jesus said to him, "Go, your faith has made you well." Immediately he regained his sight and followed him on the way. So this is one of my favorite stories in the Bible. I love the boldness of Bartimaeus, the confidence of a man causing a disruption in an attempt to find liberation and healing. I love the crowd attempting to silence him only to realize that they were in the wrong. But what I love most about this story is Jesus' question. Jesus asks Bartimaeus, "What do you want me to do for you?" Because when Jesus asks Bartimaeus what he wants, he's not prescribing a solution. Jesus allows the space for Bartimaeus to name his own desire. It could just as easily have been the healing of a broken heart, reconnection with family, any other number of things. Just because Bartimaeus is blind, Jesus does not assume that that's the mercy he's crying out for. He doesn't call Bartimaeus, touch him on the eyes, and send him off. Jesus opens up this beautiful space where he trusts Bartimaeus to name his own want. Jesus listens and then responds. When Jesus asks Bartimaeus what he wants before engaging in this act of healing, he does not merely see a blind beggar by the roadside or someone who's causing a ruckus and needs to be shushed. In Bartimaeus, Jesus sees a whole and complex person, a person whose voice deserves to be heard, a person he loves. And maybe this is the first time Bartimaeus has ever been seen this way. Maybe this space of listening and dialogue Jesus opens up is the first time Bartimaeus had ever felt truly seen, truly heard, truly human. Jesus longs to hear Bartimaeus' voice, and the encounter profoundly changes him. Because when Bartimaeus' sight is restored and Jesus tells him to go, as his faith has made him well, Bartimaeus goes all right, but not in the way many would have expected. Because Bartimaeus immediately follows Jesus along the way. Bartimaeus knows that when you find someone so incredible, someone who asks you what you want, someone who longs to hear your voice and sees you as fully human in a world that so often sees through you, you follow that person anywhere, even to Jerusalem, even to the cross. Because that feeling of love and transformation, of being handed the mic and told to speak, is holy. As people of faith, we are often told that we shouldn't want things, that God provides for our needs, and we should be content with that. We should pick up our cross and grin and bear it. And there's some truth to that, but it's not the whole story. We are created for joy. We are created to have life and have it abundantly. And this story reminds us that God doesn't just care about our needs. God is also deeply invested in what we want. Because oftentimes those deepest desires of our hearts are gifts from God. And so today I want you to hear that God cares about your answer to the question, "What do you want me to do for you?" And if you don't yet know how to answer that question, I hope that you'll carve out some time to really discern what it is you want Jesus to do for you. Because God is unbelievably interested in your answer. Like Jesus' ability to see Bartimaeus fully, God sees the full, glorious human each and every one of us was created to be in a world that so often sees through us. God opens up space for our voices to be heard, especially in these times of constantly being talked over in Zoom calls. And in this open space in which we are fully seen and fully heard, God offers us a chance to encounter the fullness of God and to be profoundly transformed by that love. So today, I hope and pray that each of us simply have the bravery to step into what God is already freely offering us. Amen.